We are going to get started. So if you're still standing up, unless you're waiting for a drink, let's go. My name is Amy Margolis, and I work with the Oregon Cannabis Association. We got a new logo. It looks amazing. And we're going to be launching a new website on the 26th. So thanks to Chris a lot. Stand up for a second, Chris. Chris has done tons of internet work for us. He also owns Fire, and he's been a member of the OCA for almost 4 years now. So in February, we will be celebrating our 4-year anniversary of the OCA. Yeah. It feels like maybe 8 million years, and I know each and every one of you feels like that. So I am about to introduce Meredith, who was our lobbyist, to do a very quick rundown of a special session. But I wanted to talk about, really briefly, why we did this particular event. Who was at the last event we did at Lola's room with the Nothing is Fuck stickers? Oh, look at all of you guys here. So we thought about getting new stickers printed that says everything is fucked, but those are coming. We promise. If you remember, you get one right away. So we wanted to throw an event because shit does feel really crazy. And people are wondering what's going on in the market. They're worried about the number of licenses. They're worried about what's happening. And so much of that we feel like is, one, driven by your own experiences, and two, is not really kind of reflecting on what the data is telling us. And we want to make sure, as part of the OCA, that you're hearing what the data is. And we know you use different programs, and you look at your own data, and you look at your financials, but we thought by bringing together New Frontier and Headset and the OLCC that you could get a comprehensive vision that can help drive your decision making. So we put this event together, and we're super excited to hear from everybody. And so we're going to do it in this order. Meredith is going to come up and tell us about special session for like 5 minutes. Then we're going to do the OLCC. We're going to do very well organized questions for a few minutes after they talk, and then we're going to move on to New Frontier and Headset. So I'd like to introduce and welcome Meredith to the stage, and she's going to talk about what's happening. Special session starts in February, and here she is. Give her a round of applause. She works really hard for us.
So in Oregon, so I'm Meredith Shield, and I work for the Oregon Cannabis Association, lobbying on behalf of the association, all the businesses, all the licensing holders. I'm just part of OCA. In Oregon, we have an interesting system where we are in session every year, but every year there are different dates. There's a long session and a short session. And this year we're in short session, and it's very short. It is 6 weeks. So it starts February 5th. And adjournment is by March 11th, but probably will be a little bit before. And the session is usually focused on the budget and making sure that the budget is coming in the way it's supposed to be. It's where legislators are focused. Most legislators have 1 or 2 bills that they're able to work on. And the bill that we're going to be working on is on behalf of OCA is around sampling. The work that we're doing is with Representative Ken Helm, who I think many of you know. He represents the Beaverton area. He's been fabulous for us. He was part of the joint committee on marijuana from last session. And our other co-sponsor of the bill is Representative Julie Fahey, who's from the Eugene area, and she's new and she's great. And we're really cultivating her as a champion. The bill is pretty simple, to tell you the truth. It would allow, when people are having events like the summer fair that OCA puts on, so an OLCC approved events, for people, for you guys, to be able to hand out samples at these events. So really simple. These are handing out. There's not going to be any exchange of money. It's not like that. The samples will be tracked on metrics, so going through all OLCC rules and rulemaking. It is not, we are not at a place yet in the legislature where we can talk about consumption at these events. We're going to get there. We're just not there yet. So we think that this is a good first step in being able for that to happen. The bill right now is not online. Bills will be online on Monday, but it's going to be House Bill 4110, which is a nice, good number. And once the bill comes out, we'll be able to share it with you guys. The bill will go to the House Business and Transportation Committee, since it deals with businesses, which OLCC is under. And we are looking to have a hearing on the bill within the first 2 weeks of session. Session timelines are very, very short during special session, so the bill needs to essentially move out of committee within the first 2 weeks. So the work that we've been doing is communicating with the chair and members of the committee about why we want this, about why we want to have events, like breweries have events, like wineries have events, to be able to show our products and to be able for consumers to see them, to look at them, to take them home, to be able to sample and then be able to enjoy, and then make informed decisions based on that. So again, session starts February 5th. It's going to be pretty quick. We'll make sure to keep you posted. The legislature they will meet now, and then the next long session will be in 2019. And we as the OCA will spend the next year or so working on cultivating what that kind of long-term agenda is. As everyone's well aware, there's a lot going on in our industry, but we want to keep pushing our industry forward here in Oregon. We have lots of support from a lot of legislators, so it's exciting. That's what we're doing.
That part of the reason that we're doing the sampling bill is for incremental change towards things like social consumption. So instead, which I think is important to everybody here, and we are way behind a number of other states. So some very good people have been working on social consumption, and we are continuing to fight that battle by incrementally normalizing the way cannabis is treated when it's public facing. So hopefully it will pass. It seems not very controversial to me. We know OLCC loves it. They've already signed on. So with that, I'm going to introduce, we have both Steve Marks and Jesse Sweet here today. So we're very lucky to hear from both of them about what is going on in the industry. So let's first welcome Steve Marks to the stage.